Discretion is advised.
Right now, the search goes on for the robber who stuck a gun in the face of a mother at her children's school bus stop.
Police thought they made a break in this case earlier in the day after an arrest, but it turns out it wasn't the same guy. News Channel 5's Jason Lamb explains what happened.
With at least 3 armed robberies across Murfreesboro this week, the attention today turned to MTSU, where the suspect arrested today has ties to the football team. It was news that could have been a big break in a chilling case caught on camera. A woman robbed after dropping her kids off at a school bus stop on South Rutherford Boulevard.
That's when I look down and I see the gun, and then next thing I know, it's pointed at my head.
This morning, Murfreesboro police investigated 2 more armed robberies. First, at an apartment complex on Hazelwood Street, and then a similar armed robbery at a gas station on Old Fort Parkway. But this time it ended with a suspect in custody after today's second victim followed the suspect after the robbery and told police. He's 24-year-old Alexandro Antoine, and if that name sounds familiar, that's because he's also former MTSU Blue Raider football player Alexandro Antoine. MTSU says Antoine graduated from the university in 2015. As for a connection to that robbery caught on surveillance footage on Monday, the victim in that case says police have been in contact with her, and they told her they do not think Antoine is behind that early morning armed robbery. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
Right now, Antoine faces 2 counts of aggravated robbery and 2 counts of theft.
That little 8-month-old baby police say was force-fed and killed by her live-in nanny on Monday.
WUSA 9's Delia Gonsalves talked to the family today, and she joins us in Glen Arden with some exclusive details.
The Salubi family tell me it still feels like a dream. They woke up this morning expecting to hear the baby playing in her crib. Now the only comforts they get are in the joyful smiles of their 2 other children and in the supportive family who have come here to be by their side. The squealing laugh in the cell phone video is among the only memories the Salubis now have of their bright-eyed baby. Police say 8-month-old Anita was murdered, force-fed until she died.
Take Viagra.
Police say 66-year-old nanny Oluremi Oyindasola, awoken from a nap, snatched the baby out of her walker, ripped off the bottle's nipple, and poured 7 ounces of milk right into the baby's mouth. Baby Anita seen on the family's nanny cams, fighting off the feeding, but still, police say the nanny did it again, pouring a second full bottle down her throat until little Anita was unresponsive.
Babies cry, but that baby was crying all the time.
The family, still not ready to talk on camera, invited me into their home today with their 2- and 3-year-old running around. The father says they still ask for their baby sister. It's an unbearable pain. He tells me if his neighbors heard nonstop crying while he was at work, he only wishes he would have known.
I wish I would have said something.
Mr. Salubi tells me he still wants to see that surveillance video that shows exactly what happened to his daughter inside their home, but police have that tape and say it's now part of evidence in this case. In Glen Arden, Delia Gonsalves, WUSA.
A rapper caught on camera kicking a woman during a concert. This video viewed thousands of times since it was captured at Club Rumors in Lakeland on Friday. Now police say they're investigating. The incident started when a woman in the audience reached out to touch Kevin Gates' pants. Now, the victim in that video is speaking out about the encounter. ABC Action News reporter Serena Fazan joins us now with her exclusive interview on this. Serena?
And Brendan, I cannot even tell you how troubled this 18-year-old is. And I just got off the phone with the Lakeland Police Department that told me that charges are likely against this rapper. Now, more about this 18-year-old. She was at this club on Friday when the unimaginable happened.
But it has scared me.
18-year-old Miranda Dixon still in pain.
It still hurts, so I don't want to keep touching it.
Her chest after this stunning incident caught on video at Club Rumor in Lakeland on Friday. Police say rapper Kevin Gates forcefully kicking Miranda so hard she says she had to go to the ER.
I can't believe it happened still.
Neither can our viewers. This post on my Facebook page has gotten millions of views, countless comments of them criticizing Gates, some using such strong language we have to blur many of the words.
He not only harmed my daughter for no reason, he embarrassed her in the whole world.
Miranda's mother and sister saying the support offers some comfort after watching their loved one go through this ordeal.
Should be prosecuted and put in jail.
Lakeland police are investigating Gates, a rapper who admits that he has a criminal history. In fact, this assault on 2 female fans at a Michigan concert just captured in March.
My sister is so strong.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just relieved that she's okay. There's no point in just sitting here grieving about if she's okay.
Miranda saved her money, paying $35 for his concert, and while she's no longer a supporter, her mother always taught her to try and be the better person, and that's what she's committed to doing.
I forgive him. I forgive everyone. I just wish he would have never done it, and I'm not a fan of him anymore.
And she was actually embarrassed by this incident. Many people have told her it was absolutely not her fault. Now, we just called and confirmed the rapper does have another performance in Tampa coming up in September. In the meantime, Miranda Dixon and her family have also hired an attorney. We, of course, will stay on top of this developing story. Reporting live from Lakeland, I'm Serena Fazan, ABC Action.
Also today, more breaking news. The TBI says these two, their cousins, they're responsible for the death of a father and son murdered last week in the small town of Toon. Damian and Jeremy Hamer are charged with first-degree murder. And within the last hour, a woman was also charged.
Yeah, Joe Duke Robertson and his 13-year-old son, Javari, known as JoJo, were found dead by police in the home Friday morning. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. This had a lot of the community concerned. WRAG's Troy Washington is live in Hardeman County there with more on today's charges. Troy, and a lot of people relieved, I bet, to finally get some arrests.
That's right. Just moments ago, investigators walked out and handed over this warrant. Now that's charging an Adrian Bullock with the crime. Now I'm told that she confessed. Investigators just glad that no one kept quiet on this one. Cousins Damian and Jeremy Hamer are sitting behind bars tonight this evening, now charged with first-degree murder in connection to the shooting death of 13-year-old JoJo Robertson and his father, Joe Robertson.
The community come together and gave us a lot of good leads. Of course, some of the leads we had to rule out as false, but some of them were real solid leads.
Both the teenager and his father were gunned down in this home. Their body was found on Friday morning. Now, less than 1 week later, police say they've arrested 3 in connection to the murder.
I'm outraged. I'm a member of this community, and I'm outraged, especially a 13-year-old child. Shouldn't have to, the family shouldn't have to endure that. The child shouldn't have had to even be associated with that.
Investigators caught up with Damian Hamer in Mississippi while finding Jeremy Hamer. Took a little more searching. Just before 11 on Wednesday morning, Sheriff Doolin says he personally went to see the family to let them know they caught him.
I felt they needed to know before the community knew. It's kind of closure for them.
Investigators weren't ready to tell WREG where Adrian Bullock, the woman arrested in connection to the crime, fit into everything, nor would they tell us the 2 cousins' motive.
My gut feeling is they're going to have a good, solid case to present to the court. We did charge them with first-degree murder.
Jeremy Hamer remains in jail here, and also Damian, he'll be brought over from Mississippi. Reporting live in Hardeman County, Troy Washington, News Channel 3.
Investigation into a deadly double shooting in Hardeman County. The TBI says 3 people are in custody facing charges in the deaths of Joe Robertson and his 13-year-old son, JoJo. Now, Adrian Bullock and Damian and Jerry Hamer all face first-degree murder charges.
The father and son were found shot to death inside a home in Toon last week. WREG's Troy Washington is live in Toon after discovering that the victims' relatives are trying to figure out exactly what happened tonight.
Well, guys, using my phone, I showed the family pictures of the cousins, Damon and Jeremy Hamer. Now, those are the two men accused of the crime. Now, the family says not only do they know them, they've been over their home to visit, leaving them even more speechless. Family can't wrap their heads around it.
We you know, they got the right guys. We just want peace. We want justice.
Less than 1 week after the double murder that snatched 13-year-old JoJo Roberson and Joe Roberson away from them, now they're learning the three accused of the crime once sit in their family home.
I don't know why anybody would do that, and especially to, you know, a child.
They say they have no idea what the motive could have been. Joe Roberson's girlfriend didn't want to go on camera, but opened up about losing her children's father in such a brutal way. She says their 5-year-old and 6-month-old daughters were also in the home.
She keep asking about him and her brother. I was just hoping it was a rumor. I was hoping it was a lie.
Realizing her stepson and her boyfriend aren't coming back, she's left asking, why did this happen?
It was somebody just cold-hearted. Couldn't have had a heart. Evil.
An answer only time and investigation can reveal. The girlfriend described the teenager as a protector. She said that he was always looking after her.